Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, passing may come at a cost. The Browns are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Pats team that will need to avoid those turnovers. So let's get out to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at his 4. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go now. Blue, line it. Detroit. Over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
Second down following the incompletion.
Hey.
And the D-line pushing together must be expecting the run. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Gun. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now. Lucky 56. Lucky.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brett. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He won't go down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hurry up, here we go. Back down and out, Philly. Here we go. Back down and out, Philly. Here we go.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here.
Watch the whip. All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now out come the Patriots.
Let's go now. Blue Whitey.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
now. Blue lady. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. Rob Gronkowski, he's the cowbell of this offense.
So good that you just can't call him a tight end. You call him a special receiver. Can often line up on the backside of a formation and be the primary target. And no one has more fun in this league than Gronk.
On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Check. Fresno.
Jameis now on first down. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
Second down now after the incompletion.
We got three, fellas. Let's go now.
A second down throw for Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
My 50. Easy. Blue lady. Alert 3. White. Quick.
Winston on third and 2. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And they get 14 yards there and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Jameis to throw it. Surveying the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. Here's just a toss before every game. The team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long.
4 down. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for Britt. Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when their short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. versus Jackson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Leopard, back 99, Philly, here we go. Set,
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They're going to look to throw. Out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
One receiver to the left is Evans. On 2nd down, Winston again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
3 down.
They'll come out in the pistol.
3 down. 58 to the mic. 58. Check. Crunch.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll run it with Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press cover. 1st down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Double tight. We got 4. Now let's go. Blue landing.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. They're dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They're running now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A good pickup there, a 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Flip, check. Let's go now.
First down, Winston. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Ready. White 25. Easy.
A second down throw for Winston. He's got time in the pocket. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in line and play the blade game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Ready. Move ready. 58, Mike. Switch up.
On third down, Winston finding time. And that is incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And Barth puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the the field, punching in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They run again with Jackson. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Back 99! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 50!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Coleman, the man in motion
3-19.
left.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Proceed.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Strong left. Hurry up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Double tight. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now it's Jackson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A whole bevy of Patriots there that time to bring him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey. 4 down.
An extra quarter on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB.
Check. Watch 54.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Watch the screen. Two times. Even. 4 down. Even. Hurry up.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Under 10.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Over.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Double tight.
35. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Here we go now.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it, because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go now. Detroit. Over.
Out of the gun now on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 9 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a New England first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Jameis now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamie Collins, he's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Jameis on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Jameis intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And now here's a carry heading left. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. SOS. Hot.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Over the middle to Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Winston. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Strong right. Time to go. Night. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Ready. Move away. Easy. Check three. Wait. Alert three.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd and long for Winston. He's got time. Great protection. And he fires one, but incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This is taken around the 12. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Go! Green, 39!
They're set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They come up with an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Muscles him off. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Watch twist. Ready, Sonny. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And that is incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia is the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Over. Let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down.
Tight left. 3 down. Ready. Blue ready. Flip. Catch. Flip. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Easy. Check 43. Sonic. Switch.
Following the interception, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey. You got 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Easy. He's coming. Wait. Check the backer. Easy.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down. Slow to get up. But he gets attended to. First step aside.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hurry up, here we go. Boom.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, he'll right to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
All right, here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Now look at 56. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Now let's go.
Now the handoff looking right. And this play will be blown up. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Over. Here you go. Over.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They come out here in the eye.
Ready. 286, Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Easy. Blue Whitey, Sonic. Check three.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Blue Whitey. White. Check 15.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, watch this.
On 3rd down, Winston. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 4th down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
This will be taken at the 10. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game.
3-19. Let's go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. A whole bevy of Patriots there that time to bring him down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Watch it now, Barney!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Right,
and the D looking like they may blitz.
3-19!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it. Because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
Leopard!
He'll drop the throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
The Patriots go with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking it about the 36. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. Winston. Serving, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Yeah, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the dreaded third and long here for the offense. Winston to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They give them 27 yards. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back. Line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if their team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first half.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Ready, blue ready. Easy, easy, easy.
Now Jameis on second down. And that is incomplete. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down.
Ready, blue ready. 58, easy, easy. White.
Third and long for Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Strong left.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Tight right.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Check 99. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators would rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Winston, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Play clock winding down. Second down, Winston. Forced out to his left. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. They have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown, and the game